Acres from the projects with no chips to large cake though.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Grizzlies out in Memphis. And for Memphis, this is a big game coming up for them. They've dropped their first two games, and the last thing they want to do is open the season 0-.
We've got rabid Memphis fans packed into the FedEx Forum. And with tip.
Thanks, Kip.
Thank you, David. Coach Fizz is certainly an exciting young coach on the rise. And tonight, something we always like to see. Two fierce conference rivals going at it. Doris, what's the difference in emotion in a rivalry game such as this?
Well, what you like about something like tonight's game is there's a little bit of distaste, right? When these two teams meet, something important's on the line, and you can feel the intensity.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. Thompson at the 2 with Iguodala playing the 3. And it's Livingston in at the point guard. Green kicks to Pachulia. Golden State moving the ball around. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. On defense, Golden State, defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Rebounding requires boxing out and energy. None of that was displayed.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis gone 1 of 2 first quarter. From deep, McLemore. It's rebounded by Golden State. Iguodala outside. They kick it out to Green. Kept alive. Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game. And the replay brought to you by Under Armour, the Unleash Chaos moment, giving us a better perspective on just how far behind the line he was on that 3-ball. And McLemore kicks to Evans. Shot clock at 6. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, the defense better take notice because you can't let guys get comfy shooting from their spots.
Green passes to Pachulia. Here's the 3, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Pachulia. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
You have to admire the focus of Klay Thompson. This guy feels comfortable shooting over a defender in his grill.
Evans kicks to Conley. Wright sets a screen for Conley. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. You think of Klay Thompson and you think of his great shooting ability. But Doris, he is just as impactful on the other side of the ball.
Well, to me, Kevin, he is one of the elite two-way players in the game because though he doesn't get a ton of steals or blocks, when it comes to guarding the James Hardens or the Russell Westbrooks, Klay always draws that assignment and does an incredible job.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Well, think about Klay Thompson. He's basketball royalty. His dad, of course, Michael, the #1 overall pick in 1978. He was a great player, an NBA champion, incredible lineage.
Davis sets a screen. And McLemore kicks to Evans. from 17 feet out. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
They grab their own miss. Out to Thompson. Feeds to Livingston. Shoots the three. And the Warriors miss again. The Grizzlies trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Evans outside. Henrik Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Average 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
And he makes the first. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jarrell Martin's checked in for Wright. Chandler Parsons comes in for Deontay Davis. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And Andrew Harrison subbed in for Mike Conley. Different look here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Draymond Green. Nick Young's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And McCaw subbed in for Thompson. Cutting the screen. Young against Evans. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Passes it to Harrison. He feeds it to Daniels. Ball stolen. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Well, they seem to be taking control. There's no doubt about that. Quality shots on every possession with great execution.
James Ennis, he'll check in for Evans. Doris, a lot of great catch-and-shoot players in this league, but who's the best right now at creating space for his shot? Off the dribble.
I'd say respectively the point guards that we saw in the NBA Finals, Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving, and they go about their business a little bit differently. Obviously, it's the handle of Kyrie Irving and his ability to not only navigate tight spaces, but his ability to finish with both hands and the creativity and the English sometimes necessary. For Steph Curry, it's the majesty and the danger of guarding the three-point shot, which then he combines with that ability to shake and bake and go off the dribble. Really tough contains both of them.
I like how you mentioned the finish, because the finish sometime you can get in there and make it look great, but you can't get the two.
You got to put the points on the board, baby.
The shot by Harrison, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
McCaw misses. The Grizzlies trail by 7. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
So he gets them both. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Livingston dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Harrison. Cutting the screen. Parsons the 3. That one doesn't drop. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. That's how they win. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Livingston is out there with McCall. Then there's Nick Young. Then there's West. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. And stolen by Parsons. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. Parsons' shot is off.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Well, a max contract last season for Chandler Parsons, despite, Greg, his history of knee injuries. That was a bold move by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and they've needed a great two-way wing player for years. Hopefully, Parsons can get healthy and fulfill that role for this team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, David Fizdale was one of the most respected assistant coaches in the league before he took over at Memphis last season. He spent 8 seasons in Miami, where LeBron James played for him. LeBron said he has every quality that would fit a head coach. He's confident in his ability, a great learner, a great communicator. So it was great to see him get the nod, and he's proven so far why he's capable of the job. Kevin?
And an endorsement from LeBron is never a bad thing, D.A. Thanks so much. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Wright comes in for Jarrell Martin. And Mike Conley subbed in for Daniels. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Ennis kicks to Harrison. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
They get it again. And he uses the glass on the layup. McGee's got 9.
That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
Parsons, right side. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
Well, with the size Parsons brings to the small forward spot, tough to stop him in there.
And here's Green outside. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, and you love how both teams gave it everything they had through the end of regulation. But in OT, only one side had something in the tank.
And Thompson kicks to McGee. Iguodala outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Just getting our feet wet here in the early season. But Doris, the talented teams that aren't coming together yet, how long do you think before they have to make some adjustments?
I certainly don't think you take any observation you've made in the first 20 of the games of the season and run with it. It's such a short span of time to evaluate. And again, you may be having players who are not 100% healthy or are not quite in NBA game shape yet because of whatever occurred in the offseason. So I would think decisions are not made in the NBA in terms of, okay, do we need to make a trade? Do we need to adjust starters versus those who are coming off the bench? What's our rotation? Who's getting what kind of minutes? I would certainly think the feeling out process is as long as 20 games. Listen, if you're a GM, you're always in observation mode, but I think in terms of decision-making, boy, before 20 games, I don't think you know what you have.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Michael Conley. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Warriors.
And one thing they can definitely improve on is their work from three-point range, especially from the corner. So that's an area of the floor that has been a black hole for them this season. If they can start to get some points from the corners, it'll really open things up for them. And they continue to control the glass.
Iguodala kicks to McCall. Thompson for 3. Again, the miss by Thompson. The Grizzlies trail by 7. On the wing, Evans. He's covered by Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Davis sets a screen. There's the 3.
Well, we know Draymond Green is a tenacious defender. He is one of the most versatile guys in the game. He can guard any position.
McCall with the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And McLemore kicks to Evans. Connects from three-point range. Evans has got 7 points.
I'll tell you, there are guys in the league you can give that three-point attempt to. He is not one of those guys.
Wasted no time on that one. Green's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Warriors. Memphis has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter. They're hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the 2 bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
He dishes it to Thompson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the Warrior lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Tyreke Evans. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Greg, you look at the changes for the Grizzlies, looking for versatility and adaptability in their play.
Yeah, grit and grind, still the identity. But you got to be able to space the floor and cover pick and rolls. The era of a post-up-centric basketball team doesn't seem to be in the future.
Jarrell Martin's checked in for the Grizzlies. Troy Daniels comes in for Michael Conley. Young from outside. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Daniels, defended by Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Harrison's checked in for Memphis. Warriors leading by 10. 29 seconds left to play here in the half. And here's West for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Davis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. From deep, McLemore. The rebound by Young. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. West leading the charge. Count it. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Boy, how about that look from Klay Thompson? For a player known for his shooting, that passing, very special.
McLemore. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Clay, how do you evaluate the first half?
You know, they clog the lane, and they play great help defense. We got to keep driving and kicking, doing a great job sharing the ball. And we just play ourselves. It will be great in the second half.
We'll see if that ball can get to the weak side. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those second chance buckets came into play in a big way. Those are effort points, momentum builders, salvaging points off the scrap heap. You never heard me say scrap heap before. I mean, I don't even know what it means. It just sounded good.
How about you, Kenny? What'd you think about Memphis?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets.
And that will conclude our halftime.
Doesn't the Mississippi River look simply spectacular in the moonlight here tonight? Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guy. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Tyreke Evans out there with Davis. Then it's Brandon Wright. Then it's McLemore. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Davis with a screen on Iguodala. Evans kicks to Conley. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Conley's got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies.
And Mike Conley Jr., you know, you talk about being bred for
Wow, Iguodala, an incredible dunk. Woo, did he leave the ground quickly.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Right. I mean, that's solid defense. At the very least, you like seeing them muck it up and make things difficult.
Iguodala with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Thompson. And Davis sends it back. It's Evans on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Count that bucket.
And the shooting form Evans has, a reliable jump shot. You got to honor it if you're the defense.
Here's Livingston. It's rebounded by Memphis. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight.
The Grizzlies making a change here. Parsons is checked in. And it's Evans missing. Warriors leading by 9. Stolen by Conley. Pass to McLemore. And the dunk by McLemore.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Thompson, that one fall, coming off Iguodala's feet. Thompson's got 17.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now. Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
The feed to Livingston. Lets it go with the 3. Thompson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And McLemore slams it in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. Thompson passes to Livingston. From deep. And there's the call on Pachulia. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Ennis is checked in. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. The Grizzlies trail by 7. It's Evans on the wing. Over to the wing. And Wright kicks to Conley. Over Evans. Conley's shot is off.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
There's Green with the 3. That doesn't go either for Green.
His shot's off, but they're still winning. So hats off to his teammates for picking up the slack.
Ennis kicks to Wright. Evans dishes to Parsons. The 19-footer is on the money. Parsons got his second bucket. Of course, they say that one of the toughest things about calling a game is balancing pure basketball knowledge with entertainment. What's your approach with that time?
Do you know that was the last piece of broadcasting that I think fell into place for me? For a long time, I felt like I was proving myself, Kevin, so I didn't relax and enjoy it. But my son one time said to me, when we were watching a game, he said, Mom, you have to understand when the announcers are having fun, we're having fun.
Chemistry is such a big part of the music. Crucial.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
You know, they found a way to compose themselves on both ends of the floor, and that's what's really powered this run.
Now here's Conley. He's tightly guarded. Evans passes to Conley. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Iguodala.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold. As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Parsons' shot is off. Warriors leading by 6. From deep. Parsons with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Livingston. The pass to McGee. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jarrell Martin's checked in for Love. Davis comes in for Chandler Parsons. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. Here's Livingston. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Davis setting the pick for Ennis. McGee with the block. And Davis now top of the key. Clock at 4. Daniels, no good.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Boy, what a nice carom there, guys. He can really use that size and length to his advantage.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. 13 foul. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Livingston. Cutting the screen. Clock at 6. Harrison kicks to Daniels. No good on the 3. The third quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Warriors leading by 5 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. West out there with Nick Young, and it's McGee in at the center position.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Pass to Harrison. From downtown, the shot's good on the assist by Daniel.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Timeout called the Warriors. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup and for the players. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Pachulia is checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He knows his team was struggling tonight from the three-point line, so he told them to go for more quality shots inside. We're shooting way too many threes, he said. No more Hail Marys. Let's get inside to the post. Back to you guys.
Thompson for the triple. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Well, it is all about the 3-ball nowadays in the NBA. And when he's hitting from there, it's going to make things very tough on the defense.
Here's Davis, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
And Young kicks to Pachulia. Golden State moving the ball around. Such a wide open look. Thompson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And McLemore kicks to Daniels. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that's how you answer back.
But you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
And here's West for three. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 5 assists tonight. Harrison kicks to Daniels. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Livingston dishes to West. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Timeout call, the Grizzlies. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Wright's checked in for Jarrell Martin. Parsons comes in for Troy Daniels. And it's Conley in for Harrison. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And here's Conley outside. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The dish to Livingston. Another three for Golden State.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Davis sets a screen. Conley kicks to Parsons. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
But they recover it. Green, the pass to Livingston. His 3-pointers off the mark.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
They're trailing, but they are really battling, working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pachulia dishes to Thompson. Pachulia kicks to Thompson. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's McLemore outside. Offensive rebound. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Iguodala, the pass to Green. Another shot. Shoots the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
On the McLemore, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. McLemore's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
1:32 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Conley. He kicks to McLemore. Sins against Green. Fires the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
They give it up and then get the lead right back. 2 triples back-to-back. And the momentum swing in this game is ridiculous.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Michael Conley.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had it opening, he's taken it.
.115 left here in the fourth quarter. Out to Thompson. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Conley dishes to Davis. Plays it up and punks it in. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. They're able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Iguodala kicks to Pachulia. Thompson outside. Lets it go with a three. And Davis pulls it down. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Got a piece of it. Parsons outside. Right, left side.
Incredible work on defense from Zaza Pachulia. Great positioning so he can reject it.
And here's Iguodala outside. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot. And so far, he cannot.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Evans, he's checked in for Parsons. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not their friend, and they need to score fast.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Yeah, former 4th overall draft pick. Conley took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there. Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Hit by Pachulia, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
I think that's a case of nerves right there, guys. That was a pretty bad decision.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're leading by 3. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Conley, and the call will be against Sean Livingston. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, guys, that'll seal it for sure, right? Terrific job keeping his concentration and knocking those down.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.